part kontuszowy was a cloth sash used for girding a kontusz. It was one of the most distinctive items of male dress of Polish and Lithuanian nobility from about 17th through the 19th centuries. In an earlier periods, sometimes narrower sashes of fine cloth of silk net were worn, but the wide kontusz sash is specific to the later period. Like the rest of Polish national dress, the kontusz sash was of Eastern origin. It comprised a 3 to 4.5 meter long strip of fabric covered with varied designs, around 40 centimeters wide. Luxurious sashes were made with silk and gold. Depending on the sash's width, it might be folded a number of ways so as to reveal various designs on various occasions. The most ornate sashes were considered to have 4 sides. Initially, such sashes were imported from Persia and Turkey. In the 17th century, several sash manufactories were founded at places all over Rzeczpospolita, such as Kobyłka, Lipów, Rodno, Kraków and Gdansk. The largest and most notable manufactories, however, were at Slusk. Sashes produced were considered the most desirable and were also the most expensive. Because of the popularity of the part kontuszowy produced there, it was sometimes called pasluki, regardless of the actual place of origin. Slusk sashes had 2 different color patterns on each side. A modern Polish poet and a singer, Jacek Kaczmarski, has sung about those sashes in one of his ballads, Z pasa slukia go pozitek. Slusk sash is declared to be a cultural heritage of Belarus. Kontusz sash, an attribute of a nobleman. Kontusz sash has Oriental province rooted in Persian and Turkish tradition. Intense contacts between Polish, Lithuanian Commonwealth and Persia, and even more with Turkey, developed vast trade routes and raised popular interest in Oriental art and decoration all over Eastern Europe. The ideology of Sarmathism created in XVIC a wide super-ethnos embracing many Central European nations. Kontusz belt was a visual manifestation of Sarmathian identity. Kontusz belt was widely popular in Lithuania and Belarus, in Poland, Ukraine, Hungary, Saxony, Moldavia, Bessarabia and some parts of Russia. Kontusz belts were worn by nobility, Cossack elders and high municipality officials. The time of prosperity over the period of 16 XVIIIC created surplus financial resources often channeled into culture, art and decorations. Polish-Armenian merchants imported objects of luxury, oriental carpets, weapons decorated with golden stones, expensive fabrics. Kontusz belts especially emphasized the status of the bearer and were unusually expensive. At a certain moment, the demand for the kontusz belts became so large that it was necessary to open the local manufacturing on the territory of Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. The workshops producing kontusz belts in Slusk, Grodno, Lvov, Vilno, Buchach, Kobyłki, Kraków, Gdansk, Lipów were opened mostly by Polish-Armenians. The belts that were made still had a lot of oriental ornamentation, but had their own distinct character, different from the belts formerly imported from Persia and Turkey. There was a practical part to it as well. Folded in half and wrapped around the body, the belt served as a pocket for money and documents. Most belts are about 30 centimeters wide and around 3-5 meters long. As the result of weaving technique, one side of the belt was a negative of the other. This way it was possible for the belt to have 2 different color schemes. Further division of the belt allowed to make 4 color compositions. The price of the belt depended on the materials used. The complexity of the design raised the price even more since it required more complicated manufacturing machinery, higher qualifications of the craftsman and longer production cycle. The four-sided belts were the most expensive. They were meant to be worn on different occasions: bright side for wedding, dark side for the funeral, green side for the green kontusz, etc. Very often the belt served as a table decoration. It was placed at the center along the tablecloth.